Well, it's right in the middle of your busy workday, and I have just found your favorite new lunch place. I'm with Nick, and we are at Pat's of Henderson, giving you, I think, a dozen good reasons to come by for lunch today. You've got some great menu items.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
And you've put some of them out today. Let's go ahead and dig into the descriptions of what we're eating here.
Awesome. So we just introduced back on our menu the char broiled oysters. The customers, they love them. We've been doing them for years. But after the hurricane, when we reopened, we were limited on our staff and what we could do on dishes for the customers. And so we had to delay this dish for a little while. And now we're in a position where we can start cooking them again. And we just started recently on Monday through Thursdays. And I tell you what, they have been a tremendous hit. People, they're glad that they're back on the menu.
It is oyster season, so we are really, really glad that they're back on the menu. These are fantastic. These are huge oysters.
Yes, ma'am. They're Gulf oysters. You know, the same supplier that we've been using for years that the customers like comes from an oyster bed that, you know, the flavor, they're real salty and, you know, just a good Louisiana oyster.
I want to talk about that for a second because you're very proud of the fact that you serve Louisiana seafood here.
Yes, ma'am. You know, I'm a third generation owner here at the restaurant, and my grandfather, Pat and Agnes Huvile, they started, you know, 1948. He went into business for himself. Henderson, Louisiana, right there along the Atchafalaya, and it's as Cajun as you can get, and we've always used real, authentic Louisiana products. You know, as a matter of fact, we own our own processing plant for crawfish, for the crawfish tails over there in Henderson, and we use Louisiana crawfish. Our Gulf shrimp, the catfish comes out of Henderson from Gidger's Catfish, and then we have our Gulf oysters. So, you know, we stand behind quality. We don't believe in compromising. We feel that our business, we get travelers from all over the world that come here, and so we're going to give them what Louisiana really is about, and we're not going to compromise, and we're not going to give them an imported product when it comes to our crawfish and our catfish and shrimp, oysters. We want to make sure that they're getting the best of what we have to offer.
All right, that is Louisiana Pride right on a plate for sure. I want to talk about this sandwich for a second because this looks incredible.
So this sandwich was my chef, Daniel Bunker. He's a really amazing chef, and he brought this to me one day, and the way he came up with it, we hand cut our steaks, our ribeyes and our filet mignon. It's hand cut, and he says, look, we got plenty trimmings. Let me put this dish together and show you what I can do. And so he took the trimmings of the ribeye and the trimmings of the filet mignon. He cut it, he cooked it down. He put some onions, sauteed some onions, and then some mozzarella cheese and a little sauce on it. And we came up with this steak bite po' boy. So when you get this steak bite po' boy, you're getting filet mignon and ribeye.
Okay, you had me right there at just that. You've also got some gravy that you can dip that in, a little au jus,
that's right.
Au jus gravy there. And I love the stack of hand-cut
That's right, hand-cut,
onion rings.
homemade.
All right, there's not many places you can find that. There's also not many places around here where you can find fried alligator on the menu as well. And that's
right.
Louisiana alligator?
Fried alligator, yes, that's right, that's correct. And a matter of fact, they were supposed to bring some out. We had some alligator appetizer.
We can get some in just a little bit.
We can get some.
You've got another seafood dish in front of you right now.
That's correct. So this is the stuffed snapper, and #1 seller pretty much every day. And the people love it. And this dish right here, this is the luncheon portion. We just introduced it back to the menu also. And so we served it with sweet potato casserole, I'm sorry.
A sweet potato casserole.
Sweet potato casserole. So we served the stuffed snapper. This one's with a sweet potato casserole. It has a nice little crunch on top of it. And then the butter that you see right here, that's the butter that the fish is actually cooked in. And so once we cook your snapper, we pour it in this container, and you can dip your fish in there. It's really delicious.
Is that what makes it? I was going to ask you what makes this dish so special that your customers love it so much.
That's correct. And then the stuffing that's inside it, it's a seafood stuffing. And again, it used to be on our luncheon menu. When we first opened up, you know, after the hurricane, we were open for probably a couple of a couple of months before we could even open up for lunchtime because we didn't have enough employees to open up at lunch.
Well, you've got employees here now. They all have smiling faces. They're happy to welcome everyone
Yes.
into Pat's of Henderson. And here at the bar as well, this is a fantastic bar, and you've got a lot of really creative cocktails.
I have a wonderful staff as far as my bartenders go, and they have some wonderful, this is the White Magnolia, and that's Tiger Tea. Brennan, can you go ahead and demonstrate this for me real quick? Just touch it.
Are you gonna pop
Yeah.
the bubble here? Oh my gosh, it's magic. Making magic at Pat's of Henderson. I've got to try it. What is this?
White Magnolia.
White Magnolia. I love the name. Wow, that's spectacular.
They do a great job. I have an awesome mixologist, Brett. He does a great job with my bartenders, and so they put out some beautiful cocktails. That we call that Tiger Tea, right there.
That's so pretty. I love it. All right, so you really do have a spectacular lunch menu. This is in all price ranges too. A lot of times I think that we have a perception that Pat's of Henderson is fine dining, and it is fine dining, but it's Louisiana fine dining. We can be ourselves here.
100%. If you want to come in your baseball cap and a fishing shirt, we're going to welcome you. We're going to treat you just like family. We just want to give you a nice place to make memories and to enjoy your meal. We're about Southern hospitality. You know, we're Cajun. That's what we are. But we want to do it right. We hold a high standard. But again, if you're traveling and you're very casual, you are very welcome over here.
Come on, pop in, have a great lunch, visit them for happy hour, and you can catch a game here on the TVs in the bar. It's a beautiful restaurant. You don't want to miss out on what they've got on the menu while we're in oyster season. Thanks for having us come out today.
Thank you for coming today.
Let's go ahead and dig in.
All right, that sounds great.
All right, and stay with us. We're going to be right back after the break.